In today's video, I'll be showing you how I achieved these gorgeous large boho braids on myself. Yes, honey, I did this hairstyle on myself and you can too. So if you want to see how, please do keep on watching. I use these human hair curls and braiding hair, which I pre-stretch for today's hairstyle. So please keep on watching to see how I achieve this hairstyle. The first thing I always do is to pre-part my hair when I have to braid my hair. Because like I said, I braid my hair myself. So I always pre-part my hair, and I'm sorry the pre-parting tutorial looks this way. That's because I filmed a detailed pre-parting tutorial for my TikTok and Instagram, so I just decided to insert a clip of that in here for you guys to see. Okay, with that being said, hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, hello, I'm Alberta, but you can just simply call me Albie. And over here I create beginner friendly hair tutorials to help you achieve beautiful hairstyles and also rock them with confidence. Okay, yes, over here we do our hair ourselves and we rock it well with our full chest. So this is basically the pre-parting technique I used for today's hairstyle in particular, because like I said, I did large boho knotless braids. So this is the pre-parting technique that I use. If you also want to see a more detailed tutorial of how I pre-part my hair for small medium size braids, I do have that on my channel as well, so you can check it out. Okay, so the pre-parting makes the entire braiding process much easier and keeps everything organized. No matter the size of the braids that I'm doing, I always part my hair into 3 halves before I start braiding. So you see one section in front, one in the middle, and then one at the back. That is how I always do. After that, I divide the hair into sections that I want the braids to be in. Like you see, I started with 2 sections at the back, but you can also do 3 sections at the back, by the way, and then just work my way to the front. I make sure I define the lines very well with a braiding gel. Always use a good braiding gel when defining the lines, because that's what makes the braids look clean. Okay, I know some people prefer not braiding their hairs with braiding gel. That's fine, but for me, I always use braiding gels to define my parts. Okay,
how many suns we don't know, a supernova tells us when we have to go.
now it's time to start braiding. I always begin at the back of my head and work my way towards the front, because that's just how it works best for me when I'm braiding my own hair. I don't think I can start braiding my hair from the front and work my way to the back. I don't know how that is done, but I always focus on keeping my feeding technique smooth so the braids look natural from the root. I have 2 different techniques that I use when feeding in extensions. You guys are going to see both techniques in this video, because I use both techniques in this video. So this is the first technique that I use, and I always make sure my tension isn't too tight because I want the style to be comfortable. Okay, I want the style to be very comfortable. And you know, one thing about braids is the older it gets, it becomes painful on the roots. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but yeah, the more you're styling, doing this, doing that, it creates more tension. So since I'm braiding it myself, I just do it how best I can to make sure I'm comfortable. So to achieve the boho look, I'm adding human hair curls throughout the braids. The curls that I showed you, this curls, which is super good, I use that throughout the braids, and I add human hair because I wanted the curls to look soft, natural, and also have lots of movement. And for one important thing that I always look out for when doing my hair is I have a small face, so I love my hairstyles to be very voluminous. Okay, I love voluminous hair, but at the same time, I don't want the hair to feel too heavy on my head. I love voluminous hair, which are weightless. Okay, so I'm already adding braiding extensions in here, which is synthetic, so I do not want the human hair extensions or the curls I'm using to also be synthetic. I don't want it to feel heavy on my head, so that's exactly how I do it. This is the second braiding technique I was talking about. So the first technique I used was different, and this other technique is also different. Okay, both techniques work really well, but I really love this second technique. But you can't use this second technique when you are braiding the back of your hair, like the middle part of your hair. No, you can't do that. That's why I have two different techniques for braiding my hair, and it works perfectly fine for me. I'm able to do my hair with peace, okay, and with ease with these two techniques that I use. So as you can see, I'm smoothing my natural hair down with some braiding gel so it doesn't peep out when I'm braiding. You can braid firmly to stick or secure your natural hair between the braids, but to get a smoother look, I like to smoothen my natural hair a bit, just a little bit, with the braiding gel that I'm using, just like this. I know you guys will be wondering how many curls I added on each braid. So for the back of my hair, I believe I added about 3 to 4 curls. Yeah, I think I did just 3 at the back of my head. The lower back of my head, I think I even just did 2 curls at the lower back of my head. But as I worked my way to the front, that is where you need to see the fullness of the curls. Okay, so when I got to the front of my hair, for the curls, I added about 5 curls on each braid. Yeah, that's how voluminous and clean I love my braids. So this is giving boho Bora Bora braids kind of look. Okay, so yeah, I just use this process, continued with this two braiding techniques that I showed you guys, and just worked my way to the front. Just see how I'm adding the braiding extensions in. It's so easy to do. It is so easy to do, and it's quite self-explanatory. I place the braiding hair between my fingers. That is my thumb, and then the finger after the thumb, is it the index finger? That's where I add the braid. Then I just secure it and continue braiding. That's just basically, you see, add it in and then just braid and work my way down. That's basically how you do it. But then before you start adding the extensions, like I said, this is knotless braid, so you need to start by braiding your natural or relaxed hair before you start feeding in the extensions. That is what will give you the knotless look. If not, you are going to get the knotted look instead. So for me, I braided my natural hair about 4 to 6 times before I started adding in the extensions. Let me know what you think about this hairstyle in the comment section. Okay, drop your suggestions, drop what hairstyle you would love to see me try. Just tell me whatever you would love to see, okay, on my channel.
Sun is falling, speed in the black. Nobody driving. We're in the back to the end of the world.
This is what the back of my hair is looking like now. We are done braiding the back of my hair, so it's now time to work on the front. As you can see, when I was pre-parting my hair, I didn't pre-part the front section. I always leave the front section out when I'm pre-parting the back of my hair, because I like to pre-part the front of my hair when I'm braiding, when I'm done braiding the back of my head. That's just what I like to do sometimes. So I did that this time, and this is how I pre-parted the front section. Because it's large knotless boho braids, I just did 2 braids on each side of my face. Okay, so this section that you see that I've parted right now, I'm going to do 2 braids on there. I ended up with 4 rows on each side of my face, each side on the front of my face. So on my left side, there were 4 rows in total. On the right side, 4 rows in total, making that what? 8 rows in total. And for each row of that 8 rows, I did 2 braids each on each row, which you guys are going to be seeing. It's self-explanatory, trust me. So for this section right here that you are seeing, I did 2 braids on there. And as you can see, these are the 4 rows that I'm talking about. So on my right, 4 rows, on my left, 4 rows. And for that 4 rows, each section like this took 2 braids. I did 2 braids on each section. And I loved how this hairstyle turned out. It didn't weigh at all. It didn't weigh at all.
Don't know. Our supernova tells us when we have to go. To the end of the world.
I hope you guys remembered we added extensions, right? Braiding extensions. So for the tips of the braiding extensions, I curled the tips with bending rulers. I curled the tips with bending rulers to achieve some small curls that would blend seamlessly with the human hair curls that I use for the boho look, because you can't leave the curls of the braiding extensions or the tips of the braiding extension just looking straight. It won't blend seamlessly. So what you are going to do is to wrap it around bending rulers. I use the smallest size of bending rulers that I have to achieve similar curls with the human hair curls. So the extensions, braiding extensions that I use is kanekalon extension, which is hot water set friendly. So when you dip this braiding hair into hot water, you achieve nice curls. When you curl it and then you dip it into hot water, you achieve some nice curls. So this is me here dipping it into boiling hot water. I dipped it into boiling hot water and left it to dry completely. Okay, you need to leave it to dry completely. I left this on till I was done with my makeup before unraveling the curls. That was exactly what I did. And don't forget to dip each of the hairs that you rolled on the curler or the bending rulers into hot water, else you finish and you realize you didn't dip some of them into hot water. So this is what my hair is looking like after the curls are completely dry. This is it, completely dry, because I went off camera and did my makeup and then I came back to unravel the curls. So once you do it this way, you're going to get some beautiful curls. You always have to wait for the curls to dry completely, else if you unravel it, you're going to ruin your curls. Now this is what the hair is looking like after I finish with everything. This is it. I've not defined the curls or anything. This is what it looks like in its natural state. Yeah, just how I did it in its natural state. I'm going to show you guys how it also looked after I defined the curls. If you love this hairstyle, if you've been able to watch the video up to this end and you love this hairstyle, please do not hesitate to try it out. Okay, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just look how beautiful this hairstyle turned out. You see how beautiful this hairstyle turned out. It's so voluminous, but it didn't weigh as much. It didn't weigh as much. And this is also how it looked like after I defined the curls. You see the tips? Yeah, that is why you also have to curl the braiding hair so everything blends together and beautiful as this. I'm really happy with how these turn out. I wasn't sure what to expect since it was my first time doing large boho braids, but I can confidently say that I am a fan. Okay, this was lightweight, soft, and gives an effortless, beautiful look. I honestly don't think this will be my last.